couple things we did on the outside. Replaced that vent because the cable to it was broken, and you couldn't operate the switch inside anymore. So we had to just, we bought a kind of a cheapy replacement, just had to cut it down. They don't make that vent as far as I can tell anymore. And over at the, in the rear plumbing bay, this plumbing bay was a pretty big mess before. Somebody had replumbed it, probably trying to match the original setup on it, and it was just kind of a mess. So this is a simplified version. It doesn't have all the features, but it's got everything I want in it, and it gives me much more room to keep my hose and my electrical cord and all that, and it gives me what I need here. It gives me a hot and cold drain down, city water hookup. It's got the check valve in it and everything, so it works correctly. The pump is mounted over here on the side where it doesn't make noise. Before it was just flopping around. Had to redo the bottom floor so that it matched where the drain is, because that apparently had been modified before. So anyway, now it's all cleaned up and usable. The water heater before was sticking out, wasn't going all the way back in, which also made the lid, the front, hard to open. So now it's back in there nice, and it opens and closes just fine. The other thing we did on the outside, kind of outside, was fix this door, which it wouldn't open before. Couldn't operate the handles. That was just a matter of removing this panel and lubricating everything, so that was easy. You can see we've got floor mats here in the front, and this is all carpeted up here. Okay, so now we'll go inside, and you can see steps are recarpeted there. I don't know how good this is coming out because of the sun, but we'll go ahead and step inside here. You can see that the captain's chairs, we just put these seat covers from Coverite on them, and they actually look real good, and the color is not bad. It doesn't exactly match, but it works just fine. You can see the new carpeting up here in the front area. All looks real good. New floor mats, and same seat covers up here. So that all looks just fine. That used to be where a TV was. That's now where we store our pots and pans, because it's a nice big cabinet. So that works out good. These ceilings before had a lot of stains on them. There's still, you can see traces of it here and there, but it's really pretty good. We use that Folex stuff, and after a few applications of it, we got nearly all the stains out. The ones in the bathroom were particularly bad, and I can't even see those, I don't think. So we can see we got new furniture here. That's a trifold sofa from Rec Pro, and that's a dinette set. The table is original, but the other parts are Rec Pro. We got new blinds throughout. Those are from rvblinds.com, and they work real well for the most part. They go up pretty good. After they've been sitting down for a while, sometimes you have to pull them all the way down to the end of their travel to to get them to go back up correctly, but it's not really that big of a deal. For the most part, they work pretty good, and they're good looking. They were fairly inexpensive, and we've got them everywhere, even above the door here. Same thing. And we also put this cedar closet lining. We made valances out of that, and also used it in some other areas like that door there. We also used it above the door in here. We use it for a headboard in there, and of course in here we've got the cedar valances too. Before, the valances were an upholstered deal. And it's all, it looked real good, I'm sure, in 1998, but by 2022, 2023, it was wore out. So we decided to simplify things and take out the old flowery couch and the old flowery valances and kind of modernize it a little bit. Took the wallpaper off the walls, painted the walls kind of that light blue color and white accents. Painted the cabinets. They were before contact paper wood grain basically, and a lot of that was falling off. So we got that all ironed out and repainted, and really it kind of looks pretty good. I think it's got kind of a beach house feel to it overall. We've got the wood look vinyl plank flooring, and this particular stuff that we used was very good. I was impressed with it. It's from Lowe's, and it's called Ultra, and it's kind of a thick flooring, probably like 3/8. It's got a rubber backing on it. When I first started looking at flooring, I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. I was really thinking about maybe something that would stick down. This is a floating floor, but I'm pretty convinced that this is the way to go, because the floating floor allows it to expand and contract, which you really need in an RV. And I was afraid it might move around or something, especially with the slide coming in over it, but it doesn't. It's just fine. It works great. Decided to just keep carpet on the slide area. I could have put the vinyl plank up there too, but I would have had to put some sort of a soft surface underneath the leading edge of it, because when that slide comes in, it wants to kind of rock down, and if it was just the old metal under there, it'd be tearing up my floor. So I think carpet just works to get better, and that area up there really doesn't get that much wear, doesn't get that dirty. This down here just gets terrible dirty. So this vinyl plank is a much better way to go. The bedroom back here is all remodeled, looking good. New blinds back here too. New carpet you can see on the walls there, and we had that mirror there that you can see me in was missing, so we replaced that, and of course this has all just been painted out and kind of redecorated. Made a cedar headboard to match all the other cedar in here. We installed a new carbon monoxide alarm there. The bathroom is probably where most of our work really was in this Reno. The floor in here was it had been worked on. I thought it was just rotten wood, but it had been worked on, and it was real spongy. When you step on it, it would kind of spring down, So I knew I had to do something, and came up with a fix for it. It's nice now. It's not bad at all. So that works good. Put a new toilet in. Built a new cabinet to house my PEX plumbing. We took all the CPVC plumbing out of here, which is old and brittle, and a lot of it had been hacked into and rerun. So it needed to be all replumbed, and so we put all new PEX plumbing in, which is more resistant to freeze and should outlast me. And we have access to that PEX plumbing through these doors here. This cabinet kind of almost comes apart really in front real easily to allow you to get to the PEX plumbing. So I'll show you that in just a second. Up here I had some real bad stains on the ceiling, and you can see those are all gone. That looks fine now. The bathtub in here, the original one, had a section over here that was on an angle, and the faucet was mounted to that section. That surround had been cut into and patched. So that, the surround had to be replaced. The tub was just kind of old and dingy. It needed to be replaced too. The original one went all the way up to the ceiling. It was all part of the surround. They don't make that anymore. So what I did is I bought this plastic from Home Depot along with the adhesive to put it on. Put that plastic around the top, and then installed the tub, which I had to relocate the trap for that, but that wasn't that big of a deal. And got it all fit in there, and now it looks great. We also put that plastic over here on this edge, put it underneath the tub down in here on the front of the tub, and a couple of little areas over here. Put the plastic in just to kind of make it all watertight and easy to clean. Also put a piece of that plastic behind the toilet area there. As far as this area here, this door just pops off there. It's just on there with magnets. That's where my bypass system is. When I winterize it, I just have to turn off these two valves, drain the water, of course, and then I can blow it out with air and get all the water out of there and keep it from freezing. These areas down below here, these all just are on there with magnets, and so they just come off. Down here is where the PEX manifolds are. One on that side, one on this side. One of them is, this one is hot. This one over here is cold. This area here turned out to be still a good cabinet, which I was happy with. I didn't know if I could pull that off, getting all that plumbing in there or not. But set this out of the way. The way I did this, if you ever have to work on anything down there, it's not too bad, because this lifts out. That board lifts out. This board lifts out. And now you can see I can get right to anything I need to get to in there. So that worked out real well. I was happy with it overall. So before, this hallway here the floor in here was real bad too. It had been repaired. They had pipes coming out of the side of this. Apparently some plumbing had broken, probably a freeze or whatever, and they had to rerun some pipes, and they just ran out of the wall and down into the floor. And this floor undulated quite a bit here, so we ended up having to put 1/5 inch plywood underlayment under all the floors. And but it came out great. And this has actually been done now for a little over a year. We've had several camping trips in it, and it's holding up just fine. There's no no sign of any problems yet, so we're really happy with it. And it's still a 98 motorhome, but it looks real good, and we're happy with it. That trifold sofa pulls out very easily, and it's like basically you can do it with one hand. Makes up into a good sized bed. Not the most comfortable thing you've ever slept on, but not bad. So overall, I think the job has been a success. It was about a $5,000 rental, but I think well worth it. Gave this old motorhome some more life, and we're happy with it.